Someone's like, you just sold a card on TCG Player and it promptly spiked. Had a frank conversation / argument with a friend / a friend and fellow TCG Player seller today about the ethics and practicality of dealing with orders where you sell a card and it suddenly spikes and you notice it before you mail it. I'm in the opinion that if I sell a card at my asking price, I should honor the sale, even if I wind up regretting it later. Both on TCG Player and eBay. I value my reputation and I don't want bad karma. In this case, my friend recently sold 2 new foil Sorens at a sub $10 price point last Friday on ship today, and they have obviously done a hard spike over the weekend. He's considering whether to cancel the order or claim that they got lost in the mail so he doesn't take the loss. Obviously, many people would consider this unscrumptious, and I told him so. And he told me that it's just practical, and I was frankly being naive that if I didn't think this happens all the time. I'm sure he's probably right. In his mind, the 50 other sales he'll mail out this week will outweigh the one disappointed buyer. So let's get some honest answers here. For those of you who sell on TCG Player or elsewhere, and if or when this happens to you, what do you do? And everybody's like, you honor the sale.
Yeah, take the loss.
That's what everybody says. And someone's like, update, strong near unanimous reaction to this. I just showed the comments to the post to him, and he kind of sighed, looked embarrassed, and said, God, and walked away. I think y'all shamed him into changing his mind.
Good.
Someone goes, if someone bought it at one price and it suddenly tanked, they would certainly send it out and refuse a refund of the difference. So if he sent it out and he sold it at $10, let's say it tanked to $5, he's not going to refund him that $5. No. It's like your fucking loss, right?
Yep.
If the seller had a physical store and a customer came in to buy a card and purchased it for X about a price and it jumped to 2x the next day, I certainly hope they wouldn't badger that customer to pay them the difference. This is the same exact situation, but you accepted that the purchase and the delivery are decoupled by selling online.
Yes.
It's not the customer's fault. Your friend didn't ship it out the moment it was purchased.
Right. They're 100% right. Yeah, in that situation, you take the L. They bought it, and it's kind of the same when you're playing the stock market too. It's like, could you sit there and wait for it to tank or rise? Yeah. But in the end, once that leaves your hands, you are no longer in possession of it.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Someone's like, as a buyer, I go through every step I can to screw over any seller that does this to me. It's absolutely scummy, and your friend's justification shows he obviously recognized he's being a scumbag, but does not care. Someone goes, I had a domain, mtgsellershitlist.com, for a couple of years, planning to make a site dedicated to shaming sellers for being dishonorable.
Good. They need to be held accountable just like everybody else.